What's up, Devils? J-Dog back to answer some more goddamn questions. Questions going on today, goddammit, are on which video? Heaviest band of all time, question mark. So let's see what people thought the heaviest band of all time was. Hopefully they put their fucking vote in there. Comments 135, scrolling all the way to the fuck to the bottom. All the way to the bottom. Bottom gets first. Seems like that's the oldest. I was always starting at the top. We're starting at the fucking bottom. 3 weeks ago he posted, so yeah, he's got to be oldest. See some question marks. Chadley B. Horror Dog. Great opinions in detail on the lyrical themes needed in metal these days. You ever consider that band vocal idea? Which band vocal idea is that? Did I mention something like when I talked about like imitating the first Deicide or Putrefaction, shit like that? Is that what you're referring to? I'm not sure what the hell else you mean. Run it past your friend, question mark, question mark. What friend, what friend is that? We talk about, you could add vocals and lyrics to 3 songs to get things going. You'd only need to dedicate an hour to each song to write a couple hours. So basically saying, like, why don't I do some vocals for maybe somebody else's band or whatever? I wouldn't be against it if something was there and someone wanted me to do something, but I don't know. See, I may talk a little shit or some trash, and it's not to talk shit or trash, and it's not because I could do it and you can't type of thing. When I say, like, stop fucking trying to recreate the fucking first Grave album or Dismember or Tombs or shit that's been done a million times. Try to, if you want to replicate something, because everything's been done a million times, try replicating, like, the first Deicide, especially how Glenn's vocal sounded, or try replicating the Putrefaction demo, how the vocal sounded, that stuff like that. I'm not saying that I could do it. I could give it a shot, but do I think I could probably do it? No, probably not. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of really talented ass motherfuckers out there doing bands and shit. Give that a shot. You know what I mean? There's others out there too. I'll just use those two as examples I'm a huge fan of. Who else would be even not that it'd be super original, but even kind of like singing like the fucking first the only Repulsion Horrified. You know what I mean? Not that that's super original, but it's more original than than the standard death metal growl on a Swedish death metal band. Some wise ass could put out. There's tons of shit that people are trying to sing like Scott Carlson, and that's not that unique of a style of voice. I agree, but I'm just saying it would be, if I heard that and if it was good tunes, it'd be a hell of a lot more refreshing than hearing something that just sounds like fucking, you know what I mean, out of Sweden again, which is the standard growl, which just sounds like a million of fucking other people. So, those are just some ideas. I'm trying to look around. I always thought Sadistic Intent's voice was kind of fucking unique. It's kind of a mix of what, like Morbid Angel and I don't know, maybe something from another death metal band, just standard mixed together, something like. But again, not that it'd be original by any means, but it'd be something a little more fucking different, than the, because there's nothing more that annoys me now when you put something on and you're like, dude, like, why did you guys like feel the need to put this out? Like, this has been done a million fucking times. So that's all I'm saying. But yeah, I'm not saying that I would be able to, that I'm talented enough to be able to do it myself, but I know there's somebody out there that can. Necro Gobbler, never gotten a Creator so either. Don't like anything by Creator. First time I've ever heard that. First time for everything, right? Never heard of. Have you ever listened to Pleasure to Kill? That's my personal fave, and I think most people's fave. And I think it's one of the greatest thrash records ever. It smokes everything by fucking Pantera. Pleasure to Kill, no doubt about it. The entire fucking crap Terra catalog combined. Creator's not only heavier, faster, more aggressive. It just destroys it in every way. And even like people are like, oh, maybe not everybody likes fucking, super heavy and aggressive and evil sounding stuff, J-Dog. Okay, it's a fucking better songwriting too. It's just better. It's just literally better at everything. Fucking destroys them. You'll never hear any of them fucks walking around when I was in high school. Dude, when I was in high school and shit, there was not one goddamn soul in my high school I knew who the fuck Creator was. That I could say that for sure. You get the occasional they knew Cannibal Corpse was and shit, but Creator, if you mention Pleasure to Kill, Terrible Certainty, Endless, they wouldn't even know what that is. No doubt about it. Now, I can't vouch for some 16-year-old in high school in 2022. It's probably a little bit more common because of YouTube and stuff. You can easily find stuff. But when I was in high school, fuck no, they didn't. They sure as hell knew who fucking gay ass Pantera was, though. I'll tell you that much. Bog of Eternal Stench. Brah brah. If you were a teen in the early 80s, dude, you would have been alive to be tortured by hairband posers. You would have jumped off a roof. Hair metal guys would be even worse than the Slipknot sideways cap, pink panties, Pantera crowd. It's possible, yeah. I mean, what I always thought with the because I was born in the 80s. I was born in 85, so I wasn't in high school during that time or anything like that. But I obviously know the hair metal and stuff like that. It's just looking at it, I'm just like, I'm like, how did anyone not just think this is just gay as hell? Like, I'm talking about even people that are just like, say your parents or whatever that weren't into it. They're just into, I don't know, Elvis or whatever normal stuff. Where they just looking at these clowns and be like, you guys all just look like a bunch of homosexuals. Like, what are you even talking about? Like you're, why would you even take that seriously? You know what I mean? That was my take on this. Like, kind of nothing like, I figured just everybody was kind of laughing at him as opposed to the Pantera guys and the Slipknot guys. They legitimately took themselves serious, not like serious in the sense that they're tough guys beating people up, but serious in the sense that like, yeah, what's heavier than Pantera? What do you mean Slipknot's brutal, dude? I was told that school, dude, fucking Slipknot's brutal as fuck. I literally worked with a kid at Burger King. Said that. I had to fucking pick the jaw up off the floor. Don't even put those two bands in the same fucking those two words in the same sentence. Brutal and fucking Slipknot don't go in don't go hand in hand. But I've heard that they're not trying to be like cool because he was just a regular dude, listen to whatever. But I know music, yeah, dude, that's brutal stuff. Out of your fucking mind, brah. Want to hear brutal? Come on over to my crib. I'll show you fucking brutal. But they just didn't know. It was just oblivious dumb fucks. That was, I said, that was the problem. It's not that the band themselves that I have that big of a problem with. At the end of the day, I kind of don't even give a fuck. It's just the fan base. I was just like, does this just attract stupid people? Like, I don't even how do you make a statement like that? It's like, clearly you're just naive and haven't heard anything. And there's stuff that, again, like you mentioned, something like Pleasure to Kill or In the Sign of Evil. It's like, this was so much way more extreme than Slipknot or Pantera. It was around years before those fucking clowns. It's not like they kind of started at the same time. One got a little popular. The true brutal shit just didn't get noticed. It's kind of like, that's why I was annoyed again with all those people. That's when I bring them up: the Mushroom Heads, the Cold Chambers, all that shit, the Tools. It's like, dude, like, are you guys that fucking dumb? Like, and again, if that's what you like and you don't like the Curse, that's fine. But don't go around saying it's the heaviest shit ever. It's fucking brutal, and you don't even. You're completely fucking oblivious that the shit even exists. Like, completely oblivious. And the hilarious part is, not only they're oblivious, like, well, not everybody knows J-Dog, but you're literally saying it to a person, and that's their entire fucking world, their realm, aka me, while you're saying it. So it's just like, I mean, you're wearing a shirt. Sometimes it might have been Cannibal Corpse, and they didn't even know what that was. You can see it's a brutal design. If you see like Butchered at Birth and shit, wouldn't you be like, huh, Mortician House by a Cemetery, huh, Suffocation Human Waste shirt? Because these are shirts literally I was wearing at the time. These clowns. I was wearing a Zoom Gore Metal shirt. Fucking chainsaw, the organs on it, and the goddamn head in a microwave. Huh. Yeah, listen to Slipknot. They got baggy overall fucking orange jumpsuits. Their covers are retarded as fuck. I think that's brutal. And I'm talking to this guy that's wearing shit that's clearly like, what the fuck is on your shirt? And I know because they would say that. Disgorge Mexico is wearing that. Like, you honestly think, like, how fucking retarded do you have to be like, yeah, Slipknot, that's the brutal shit. Pantera, yeah, that's the heaviest stuff. Yeah, what's heavier than Pantera? Like, that's what I was saying when I point out the famous. You guys are just a bunch of fucking retards. Like, what are you talking about? Doesn't make any sense. You're talking directly to the guy. You're looking at the guy's shit. And you're like, I would be like, anybody with even just a halfway decent IQ would be like, whoa, what's this? Oh, well, I thought I listened to heavy shit. What? I don't know what this sounds like, but this has got to be heavy. Prime example. I'll give you a huge fucking example. Me and my brothers, when we first checked out Iron Maiden, I remember, I'm pretty sure all of us were. I know I definitely was. When it kicked in, you picked it up because you saw the covers, the cool covers, the Eddie covers. I can't remember. It might even been, honestly, it might even been a later one, like X Factor, but it might have been an 80s ones, whether it been fucking Number of the Beast, Peace of Mind. But they had the cool fucking covers, right? Like you see Number of the Beast, right? Got the devil and Eddie and shit. Might have actually been that one. Literally, like you saw him, you're like, fuck, this has got to be heavy. Keep in mind, this is before we even heard Cannibal Corpse and shit. You just thought, this has got to be fucking some heavy, punch you in the face shit, right? Because you see the cover. So it's, yeah, brain cells. I remember literally when we put it on, I was disappointed as a kid. I was like probably 11 or 12, thinking, oh, this is pretty fucking wimpy. And eventually it grew on you as you grow up and it grows on you. It's kind of like Maiden stuff was something I kind of went back to. I told that story. I was like 18 and stuff like that. I was a death metal guy for fucking all my teenage years, death metal, black metal, grindcore guy. And then, started getting into, appreciating the Sabbaths and shit at like 19, 20. Misfits I heard for the first time at 20. That's when I bought that. So kind of went back. I was like the opposite of what, most older guys are. You know what I mean? Going and, picking up the Motorheads, shit like that. You know what I mean? So I went back to it at like, yeah, I think around I think I was 19 when I bought Black Sabbath Master Reality. I was positive I was 19. So stuff like that. But again, even you're talking, I'm a fucking, I think I was literally 11 years old, and I was too young to even buy it. I think maybe Eric might have bought it from like Target or something. Maybe that was another fucking cassette Sean left behind or something. But whenever we heard it, I remember seeing the cover and be like, this is wimpy as fuck. I expect kind of like that Dumb and Dumber line. Huh. Expect the Rocky Mountains to be a little rockier than this. You know what I mean? You fucking put on. Huh. Expecting this to be a little fucking heavier than this. You know what I mean? That was my exact just expectation. As an 11-year-old little fucking boy, I got grown ass fucking men. Well, actually, they weren't grown ass men, but full blown teenagers, 16, 17 at the time, looking at an Exhumed Gore Metal shirt and telling me fucking Slipknot's brutal. Pantera's heaviest band ever. I mean, wouldn't they just be looking at it like, whoa, oh, whoa, I listened to some heavy shit. Well, I thought it was heavy. What's this shit? It's got to be heavier. That's what would have entered my mind as a fucking little kid. So yeah, when I see them, you're a bunch of dumb fucks. That's my take on it. It didn't even have anything to do with the question. What was the goddamn question? I talk about the hair metal douches. Yeah, them I just never took serious. I just looked at them. These looks like a bunch of fucking queers, and that's what they're gonna do. Hey, if they're in the booty, hey, that's on them. I don't care. Keep licking your booty hole. That's not for me. That's all. But if that's do you, goddamn it. Here, Morgoth 192 knows. Pleasure to kill, goddamn it. Yeah, that's one of the best thrash metal albums ever in my book, for sure. Another one that nobody ever brings. Well, some people kind of bring up, but it's way underrated. Is Blood Feast, Kill for Pleasure, and Blood Feast, the Face Fade EP. Because an EP, 12-inch maxi. That's some of the best thrash. Ironically, Kill for Pleasure, Pleasure to Kill, similar names. They don't. In case you are a creative fan, you never heard Blood Feast. They don't sound anything like the guy's vocal. That was one why I loved about Blood Feast too. His vocals are so over the top, and literally to this day, who the fuck sounds like Blood Feast? The original singer. What the fuck's his name? Drawing a blank. Doesn't sing on the comeback album, which actually that guy did the comeback stuff. Especially the song I and I really liked. He did a good job trying to re-imitate the original vocals, but that was a huge part of why I love Blood Feast. And I'm like, this is some of the best fucking thrash ever. Now, a lot of people know all the old heads, not like I'm busting out some obscure one on me, so old guys don't come in here. What the fuck, Horse Trade? Oh, I was listening to fucking Blood Feast when you were playing with G.I. Joes. You probably were. I know like the Chris Doors and shit were. But what I'm saying is, and I know this because having the distro, Hell's Headbangers and shit like that, Blood Feast moves, but nowhere near like you would think. And you could definitely tell just based on comments they put in the notes and shit like that, and stuff I've heard on Hellcast people talk or that there's definitely a lot of guys that listen to real metal that they never heard Blood Feast. They probably heard of them, but they still haven't heard it. So if you don't know fucking Kill for Pleasure and the Face Fate, that's primarily what you're gonna need. You're definitely missing out. That is hands down some of the best fucking violent thrash metal ever. So just a little you know, giving some info to the fucking young devils in case they don't fucking know. Or older devils too if they don't know. Fucking destroys Pantera. That's for goddamn sure. And those clowns, you think they know what that is? Fucking clueless. Deer in headlights, dick in the mouth. For sure, if you mention fucking Kill for Pleasure by Blood Feast, fuck no, they don't know what that shit is. Guaranteed. And they have the audacity, what's heavier than Pantera? Get the fuck out of my face, clown boy. Goddamn question marks, devils. All right, here we go. Imperial Nocturnal Morning Devils. Pleasure to Kill for me. That's a banger, brah, brah. It's a banger. J Devil, what's your favorite Deicide song off their debut album? Cheers, brah, brah. Sacrificial Suicide. Every song is all killer, no filler, perfect 10, but Sacrificial Suicide, that song is crazy good. You know what I mean? Easily one of my favorite songs ever of all time, without a doubt. Distributor call points. What's the worst death metal album of 2022 so far? I don't know. Can anyone beat Vomit? Vomit Rots Rotten Vomit? I sure hope not. I haven't heard that one. I'm like, I don't know, man. I guess when it comes to death metal too, for me, I don't like when I check something out. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But death metal, I usually don't hear anything appalling. I'm like, God, that was horrible. Oh my God. Like a band that we sell them, and they're on Profound Lord. Am I pronouncing it right? I listen to them maybe 8 months ago or so, the Mortiferium. They have, a, they have like 2 albums. It was on Profile Lord. Am I pronounce that right? I'm like, it looked good. I'm like, it looked 90s. I put it on. I thought it sucked. Not that it sucked. I just thought it was super boring. Again, I'm like, pick up the pace, bras. I just thought it was boring, stale death metal for me. I was like, give me fucking Sinister Cross Sticks every day, all day, any day over this. But I mean, people seem to like it. The image looks cool. It definitely was up my alley. But I mean, I wouldn't say, let's say the album came out in 2022. I'm like, this is the worst of all time. I was just fucking bored. I was like, but if somebody liked it, I mean, I get it. People like Autopsy Metal Funeral. Most people do. I'm the oddball out. I'm the weirdo. I'm the Fraser Dawson who doesn't like anything by Ozzy Osbourne. Like him, that's me. Mental Funeral. Everybody likes it except me. So I get it why people like it. To me, I was like, I'm bored stiff, and I'm not going to pretend to like something I don't, because that's poser shit right there. But something like that. It'd probably be something along those lines where I put out a death metal. I'm like, is this death metal? This to me is more doom. I was like, this is slower than fuck. I'm bored as piss. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. It's just I was deceived to think it was death metal, and I didn't think it was death metal. Harry Quinn, J-Dog, have you ever heard of trainer, author, and metalhead Jim Wendler? Just discovered him today and seems pretty cool. Don't think so. The last name looks kind of familiar, but I don't think I know who that is. Maybe if I saw a photo or something, I know who he is. Human Brisket, J-Dog, morning. What do you prefer on the back of the albums? Band photos with song titles? Just song titles? Different art than the front on the back with titles? Don't have a total preference, but at the same time I do. Song titles for sure have to be on there, and legible, goddammit. And I prefer it numbered. Because sometimes when you're looking down, what track am I on 6 and lining up? Now, granted, I don't do that nowhere near, not even close to what I used to fucking do as a teenager. I would line up every song, what's on my on, and try to memorize it with the fucking the name with the beats. Because technically speaking, if you're a really diehard fan, you should know every song name or close to it. Not saying that I do, because I don't. Especially a band like, let's say, Mortician. I mean, it'd be kind of hard to like, if I put out Reanimated Dead Flesh or something, I'm not gonna like know every song on shuffle. You know what I mean? Some I'd be able to pick out, but if you put on, you know what I mean, it's be a little fucking hard. Hell, even like any of them, even like the ones that have a lot of songs. Whether Napalm Death Scum, whatever, it'd be a little harder to know. Not saying that people don't. What I'm just getting at is, but if that's the goal, which I can't say I do that even a fraction of close to what I did as a teenager, that's what it makes it more convenient. If like, the fucking when they try to be cool and put in a font that you can barely fucking read, it's annoying as fuck because you can't fucking read it. One that comes to my mind is they're using that old English font, which I hate. Was it a fantastic black metal album, one of my favorites of all time, Imperial, the Acetyl Alween album. I'm sure I'm butchering the fuck on that to this day. I don't even know how to pronounce the goddamn thing. But I look at the back of the song titles, and I kind of make it like it took years to figure out not years, but you know what I mean. You look at it like, what does it say? Am I getting that name right? Like the Anal Madonna Redesecration, that type of stuff. You try to figure out the name as a young fucking devil. I think I got that when I was like 16, that album, the Digipack. So things like that, it was kind of annoying. And then let's say it is something like Mortician. Matter of fact, I think Mortician Reanimated Dead Flesh, for example, let's say I think there's 22 songs on it. When you're at track 13, unless you're counting along the whole time, and if let's say you kind of lose your place, you just look on the back, you see on your player, it's on track 13, right? It's like, now you got to count them, you know what I mean? To match it up. It's like, just put the fucking number. So legible fucking song titles with numbers next to each. That's what I've always preferred. Get the fucking know your metal. And the reason why I say that too is because did I follow it along nearly as much? Not even close. I do sometimes here and there. But the goal is when I'm fucking 60 years old, retired, and probably nothing going the fuck on other than hopefully still able to physically go to the gym, instead of sitting on my porch like a fucking hillbilly drinking Budweiser, watching the cars go by. I'll be kind of sitting around, maybe in a comfy season room, maybe in fucking, hopefully in Vegas, moved out there, and brushing up on my metal, getting to know it. You know what I mean? Because that's my other hobby. What am I gonna do? A lot of people sit around there just watching Netflix. I'm gonna go back and listen to a lot of the records and shit that I collected over the years. I'm like, oh, I forgot about this one. I haven't listened to this in 10, 15 years. Look at this 7-inch. Oh fuck, forgot about this. Get to know the songs. Read the lyrics along with the music. That's how you truly get to know a song. That's the goal. You know what I mean? Because keep you busy. Like if I'm retired and got nothing else going on, I see a lot of people, man, whether it be family or friends or whatever, or people you know over the years, they're retired and they're just withering away and they're depressed and their life sucks because you got nothing going on. And it's not a shot at you. It's just you need a hobby. You need something to keep your mind busy. And since metal's my passion, I've always loved it so much. I know I'll still love it then. it'll at least keep my mind, mental health, you know what I mean? Otherwise, you spin your wheels thinking just, what's my purpose? You know what I mean? I got nothing going on. Let me check to see what's on the news. Fuck the news. Who gives a shit what's going on? Fuck, the world sucks. You don't need to be reminded that on a daily basis. It's just going to put you in a worse mood than you're already in. World sucks. We already know that. I could have told you that. Fucking case closed. Go on to something that you like, enjoy. Put you in better spirits, God damn it. Anyways, I think with this one, Devils, comments, questions, concerns, you know what the fuck to do. Put them in the goddamn comments box and I'll get an answer bright and early 6 a.m., goddamn it. Put it in there. See you later. Later, goddamn it.